And some more Fairy Tail news that we've gotten today, and that is to talk about the official title for the sequel that we're going to be getting. And yes, I was right with the name actually, which was kind of shocking. That was something that I was like, holy shit, I actually got that right. And that is exactly what we're going to be covering, and it is the exact ending of the final chapter, which is Fairy Tail 100-Year Quest. This is something we're going to be delving into pretty soon. We're not going to have to wait too long to finally find out what really is going to be going on since the ending and all that, like what everyone's going to be up to. It generally sounds like we're not going to be having this huge time skip, like for the most part, where it's like this obviously is going to be a sequel, but this is going to be taking place straight after like the last chapter, where we see everyone kind of leading off on their adventure, maybe a little bit beforehand when we get a little bit of context for the most part. So one thing that you guys need to know about this immediately, in case we haven't said it already, is that this is coming July 25th. So this will be coming out in a fortnight, around about Wednesday. So chapter wise, expect the translation for the most part for this, depending on who really translates it on there, probably around 27, 28. I know the fact that Kodansha's been pretty good with translating a lot of these stuff coming out of here recently. Obviously, they got Eden Zero on a simul publication, although they did announce that like a week or two or ahead on there. So we've got a little bit of time, so it makes us wonder what they're going to be doing with this, because they recently announced through like when they were at Anime Expo that they're going to be having the Mashima's Playground, which is a bunch of his like one-shots and like some of his other little small series on there. The fact that they're going to be adding the Laxus spin-off, that they're going to be adding in like a bunch of stuff from here. So they haven't talked about whether or not they got the license yet for this especially. Plus, we don't know how long this is going to be. I know a lot of people saying that this was going to be done by a new artist. However, Mashima is going to be he's going to be there as a supervisor, but he's not going to be fully in charge of the story. So I imagine what he's giving them is that he's giving them some cliff notes for the most part, saying this is exactly what I had in mind for like one of the 100-year quests. There you go. And the fact that this is going to be coming out on Shonen Weekly. This is going to be a weekly series. This is going to be standing side by side when the Eden Zero's chapters come out. So that's another, for some people it's like, okay, if Eden Zero isn't your thing, then there you go, there you just got your Fairy Tail. I know obviously some people are going to be a little bit upset with the artist. Honestly, when we've looked at the panels and all that, they look fine to me. I still think there's going to be a little bit of the jarring moment. I think we're more used to it because of the spin-offs. Like, I think a lot of people are used to Fairy Girls, they're used to Road Knight, they're used to Gaiden, they're used to the Blue Mistral, so it isn't going to hit as hard as like what Boruto was. But mind you, Boruto's art at the start looks fucking awful, so like, to be fair. And like, honestly, from the screenshots that we've seen already, like we've seen Laxus, we've seen like Natsu definitely looks a lot more different comparatively, like what he looks like at the end of chapter. Like, he looks a little bit more, it's weird to say, not cartoony, but he looked like, it's just kind of like, at least his expression, his face on there, it's like this really weird amalgam of like very later like Tenrojima Natsu and early Natsu from like the start of the series. I'd like to say like it might just be the eyes, like generally I think that might be a lot of it on there, because the rest of it is like fine. Like Arxus looks just the pen to pen, like he looks perfectly the same thing with like Gildas on there, but it's like we'll have to see and all that. I know a lot of people will be like, oh no, but like Mashima does this kind of shading and stuff like that. I know how like some people can get with that, like with some of the spin-offs, but honestly, like I said, if you've read any of the other Fairy Tail spin-offs, then you're going to be fine with this. And I know people like wanted him to be in charge of the Fairy Tail sequel, but you know, he wants to do another project, so like, which is perfectly fine with me. And honestly, yeah, no, it's going to be quite a hectic upcoming weeks and all that, for especially some Fairy Tail news and all that, and Fairy Tail content. We've been covering as much of it as we possibly can on there. There's been the City Hero one will be coming out sometime soon. We've got this coming out. We've got season 3 sometime soon and all that, with the news and all that, with all that coming in. Like, we've got so much stuff to talk about. So the Fairy Tail fans, I definitely say you got the good end of the stick here, whereas like you've got a lot of content even after the series ended. I mean, regardless, the original series ending is still a bit iffy to me, but like regardless, there's a lot of stuff here, and we should be getting Eden Zero chapter sometime soon as well. So look forward to that. But that is all from me. Thanks always for watching, and I'll see you guys though next time.